the next topic here is the corporate representative. It's very important when picking the corporate representative to know the case and know if they've done it before. I see nothing more that changes in a case's evaluation than pre-litigation. We may have looked at the driver, we may have looked at the actual witness, but we didn't look at who the company's safety person was or who the company's corporate rep was going to be. And then they're not prepared, and the plaintiffs are doing the safety rule, reptile theory depositions, and all of a sudden a case that we thought we had great liability defense on is out, or a case that was damage-wise we thought was within realm, and now we look terrible from that. So when we get involved in cases, we always want to grab the corporate rep's deposition if we weren't there for it and check it out, because it can have real movement because it's played at trial. When you're selecting the corporate witness, I want to talk about a few things here, and I put the office up because I think it's a good prop for this one. If you were representing representing Michael Scott's company, which one of these characters would you pick? I know who I wouldn't pick. I wouldn't pick Dwight, but probably Pam or Jim you would pick for your corporate rep. But a few points that I could tell you when picking a corporate rep, you know, sometimes you have a client that's a great client, like we do Kohler's work in Virginia. They always have wonderful people to be corporate reps. Sometimes we work with very small trucking companies where there's just an owner or there's just one safety guy, and that's really who you're stuck with. But in those times, you can interview and try to figure out who's best. So one of the points is to interview the potential witnesses for who fits the case the best. If they tell you we have someone that does it, even if it's not on the same topics as you, get the prior transcripts and see how they did. Get the prior video and see how they did. And lastly, the sunk cost fallacy. If you select someone and you prep someone, they don't do good in the prep, cut, get a new person, restart it. I know it's higher cost. It'll save you money in the long term. Okay, so after selecting them, you have to prep them.
So we have a checklist for witness prep that we can provide you a copy with that covers the basics and provides some general tips. But defense attorneys really need to do multiple prep sessions with the corporate witness until the witness is ready and comfortable to respond to the questions. This can also include doing a mock deposition or asking mock deposition questions, because it's really important to get the corporate witness prepared to both listen to the question that's actually being asked of them, to answer that question, and to stay within the realm of the answer for that question. So those are very important skills that can be taught in these prep sessions that we can give. And although we cannot predict exactly what the plaintiff's counsel is going to ask them during the deposition, we know their methods. So this checklist and this prep sessions are very useful to making sure that your corporate representative can do their best during the deposition and then during trial. So let's talk about mock trials for a minute.
Yeah, if your defense attorneys aren't putting witnesses through mock depositions, mock questioning, in the prep sessions, then they're not doing their job. That's just something we have to do. People aren't used to answering questions in a deposition setting. They need to think through the questions and actually spit out the words and not just be told and showed things on a board.